Many have called Max Verstappen a F1 legend because of the 26-year-old's incredible ability to set and break records. But who better to tell it as it is than F1 legends themselves? This is what F1's greatest think about Red Bull's most formidable force on the grid, Max Verstappen. Starting this list is the 1997 world champion Jacques Villeneuve. Remember him? The former world champion mentioned that he was an ardent fan of Verstappen because of his commitment to the sport. He said that contrary to popular belief, the Red Bull's car wasn't the reason Verstappen did so well.
The car felt good all weekend, and then of course you know it's always going to be hard in qualifying, but yeah, we managed to do it, and yeah, of course a big thank you to the team. The car was flying out there in qualifying, it was incredible.
Rather, it was Verstappen's incredible skills that made the car seem so fast. Red Bull is not that far ahead. When they got all their poles, it was a tenth, half a tenth, super close, so that's not domination. Max makes the difference because he's at it 24 hours a day. He's never getting tired. He gets out of the race car and he's still thinking about racing. That's all that exists. He continued by explaining how Max's focus kept him ahead of the grid. The former world champion said that all other drivers didn't work as hard as Verstappen to understand their cars, and that's why they find themselves way behind. He mentioned a scenario of how much effort he put into every race, whether the first or the last, while others remained relaxed. On the simulator, go-karts, whatever. I don't see the other drivers doing that. Maybe Fernando Alonso a bit, but all the other ones, they're busy doing other things. They get out of the car and they do a bunch of other things. If they all focused like Max, then maybe they would be at Max's level. At the last race, you could see it in free practice. It was the first day of the season and he was fighting for the championship. And Villeneuve is not alone in his thoughts. Former F1 driver Eddie Irvine also believes that Verstappen is an exceptional driver. However, the Irishman has some reservations about his driving style. Earlier in 2023, Eddie Irvine declared that Verstappen was unmatched in his pace.
Well, let's see what the weather will do as well. There's a bit of rain around. I think from our side it's all about just having a clean lap one.
He likened his performance to that of the great driver Michael Schumacher, and even mentioned that the 7-time world champion Lewis Hamilton didn't come close. However, he mentions that Verstappen's aggressive style could later prove to be a problem for him, as it would always result in him making mistakes.